Hi, and welcome back to Old Guy Worldview. Today, I want to talk about prescription drug advertising, America's new drug crisis. Now, before I get into that, illegal drugs have been around in this country for many, many years. You pick your generation, you pick your time period, you pick your most popular drug, be it heroin, cocaine, crack cocaine, opioids, methamphetamine. Back in the day, it was reefer madness, but that's legal today. But anyway, they've always been around. But now we have fentanyl. Now, no matter what drug people go out to buy, there is a chance that it has fentanyl in it, which means there is a chance you're going to die. Now, tens of thousands of Americans have already died from fentanyl poisoning, and I really like what the Trump administration is doing about it. They're blowing up the boats full with the people who are bringing the drugs into this country. Hey, you are in a boat bringing illegal drugs into a country to kill the people there. Karma's a bitch, you might just get blown up. It was probably a pretty cool job to have for a while. Now I can just imagine some guy, the boss says you're going to take the boat to America full of drugs tomorrow. I was really thinking I might take a personal day tomorrow. Anyway, I digress. What I really want to talk about is prescription drugs and prescription drug advertising. Now, the United States and New Zealand are the only two countries that allow unrestricted direct-to-consumer prescription drug advertising. And I read that it's about 12% of advertising on television. Seems to me more, but that's the number I came up with. But aside from all the money that drug companies make, the commercials themselves are it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And the way I see it, they fall into three kind of broad categories. You got your actual diseases. These are diseases that have names now, or initials, and they keep coming up with more and more of them every day. And the pitch from the drug companies is not just to take it if you have it. You should take it just because you might get it. And then they keep multiplying every day. But then there's mental health issues. There's bipolar, depression, schizophrenia. Don't worry about the root cause, right? Don't try to change the lifestyle or understand what drives that. Just go to a doctor, tell them you've got these issues, take a pill, take a shot, move on. And then there's this whole broad category of what was type 2 diabetes. Now, I had to look this up. Type 2 diabetes, if you look at the actual causes, genetics and family history, which I recognize, and that's the people who need treatment, overweight, obesity, sedentary lifestyle, unhealthy diet. When they advertise these Ozempic and Ozempic-like drugs, they barely mention type 2 diabetes. These now are weight loss drugs. I know people that are on Ozempic, none of them have type 2 diabetes. Why try, a healthy diet and exercise when you can just take a shot? And then they talk about the side effects. Now, the side effects you got are your basic mild side effects. You might have insomnia, sleeplessness, irritability, dry mouth, loss of appetite, things like that. But then there's the rare but serious side effects, and those are neat. Suicidal thoughts, uncontrollable rage, blindness, heart attack, and my personal favorite, it's really gross, serious infections between the genital area and the anus. Now, I don't remember which one that's for, but if I had that, I think I'd roll the dice before I'd want to take that particular thing. And in the side effects themselves, they either have a real fast talker who can hit them real fast, or they have them in very tiny print at the bottom of the page. But the people in the commercials, they never seem to be having any of these side effects. They're all at the beach, they're at a barbecue. For the Ozempic and ones like that, they always seem to be in a group, and they seem to be out on the street dancing and singing. So it's a very strange thing. I think all in all, we are over-medicated. We have too many medications. We have too many things that we really may or may not have. It's gone from the realm of going to a doctor and seeing what might be wrong with you legitimately and just being swamped with all these drugs you can take. That's what makes us over-drugged. But anyway, on a final note, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan. So this is a plea to the American drug manufacturers. If you could come up with a drug or a shot that could cure our defense, it would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, this is the Old Guy Worldview. Thanks.